guys, welcome back to the Spiritual She-Wolf, or if you're new here, hi, what's up? My name is Vani, the girl. I create content around personal development, mental health, and spirituality. So if you like any of those or all of them, make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this video because we are about to go on a ride today, really. Okay, so in today's video, I am going to talk about how to get into a growth mindset. And the reason why I want to talk about this particular topic today in my YouTube video is because I see and observe a lot of people in my daily life where they don't really know what it means, or they find it really, really difficult to achieve a growth mindset or to come out of that victim or fixed mindset. Basically, I want to tell you guys a story today, and I want to tell you guys the things that I did to change my life from where I was and where I am right now. So let's just jump right into it because I think this is very, very crucial. In 2016, I joined my college. I am a mass communication graduate. I don't think a lot of people know that here. So I don't really think that a lot of you guys know where I come from. So I'm based in India, Pune specifically, and I am a BA mass communication graduate. I'm also currently pursuing my BA psychology. So I'm basically doing 2 bachelor degrees. I did one already, mass communication finished in 2019. I started my BA psychology in 2019. Along with that, I also have the Spiritual She-Wolf that I take care of. I do tarot readings for people. I have done a lot of psychology courses. I have also, I have a full-time job right now, of course, and I have Vessel by Vani. So all of these things, that's what I'm doing right now. But when I was into, this is all that I'm doing right now. But in 2016, when my college started, I was obviously in that, amazing rush of, oh my God, new college, new people, new friends, life is gonna turn and transform. And little did I know that I was going to be hit by depression and anxiety. There were really, really bad days that I had to go through because I was so anxious and so depressed all the damn time. I can't even imagine how many times, I can't even count how many times I've sat in my car from my house to my college. It's just a 20-30 minute drive, and during that whole time I've cried majorly. My crying sessions have always been in my car, and since then my car became like this home away from home sort of a thing for me, and that was a part of my freaking depression journey. Though I got diagnosed with anxiety recently, 6 months ago or something, but at the same time, at that point, I did not consult any therapist or anybody. So 2016, things were okay in 2016. After 6 months into 2016, all of these issues started to come up, and I started to get into that victim mindset that everybody is just against me. I used to judge everybody. I used to be, unknowingly, I used to put myself into toxic environments and with toxic people. And though I had a great bunch of friends in my college, I just really felt all the damn time that they are judging me, or they're plotting something against me. It was all because of my anxiety and my depression, and I had major social anxiety at that time, so I used to just keep myself away from them. That was not a good thing that I did, but in my head I was just doing all of that. I'm so sorry if any of my friend is listening to this, but at that point I did go through all of that, and that was where I was at 2016, 17. That's where I was. And moving onwards to 2018, I did my NLP course around 2018. And that was the first step I took towards getting out of my mental issues. That was the first time that I thought that, no, I don't want to stay here anymore. I really just want to get out of this depressive state of mind, and I want to move out of this and do something good for myself, because I could see myself not paying attention to my goals, right? So like at that point I did go to therapy just like once or twice in a month or something, and I did not continue with the same therapist all the time. I was just jumping to therapist, and I was just like, nah, it's not effective and stuff like that. But at the same point, there was this one therapist who asked me like, don't you have goals? And I told her, yeah, I mean, I do have goals, I have dreams in my life, but I just can't achieve them. I'm not able to achieve them. And she was like, you just need to focus on your goals, nothing else. That really struck with me for a very long time. And after a point of time, I just had this realization that I'm losing my goals. If I'm in depression, I'm losing my goals. I don't find that motivation to move towards my goals, or I don't find that inspiration, or even that hope that I would do something with my goals, that I would actually succeed. So all of these things were going on in 2016, 17, 18, 19, and there were a few things that I really made major changes in, because I realized that I don't want to lose my goals. They are very, very precious to me, and I really want to achieve them. Not because I like doing that, or not because it just interests me, because I just wanted to show myself and prove to myself that I can get out of a bad episode and move on to life happily. It took a lot of time, I would say that. If you're sitting here and listening to me saying all of this and thinking that, oh, she just did it overnight. No, I didn't. It took me a lot of time. It still is taking me a lot of time. It's just that now I'm on that path where I know how to deal with issues. I know how to do what I want to do. So, but yeah, there were some major changes that I did. So the number one change that I did, I started to read more. I love reading books. If you do follow me on the Spiritual She-Wolf, you'll see how much I actually like reading. Or even on Vani, if you follow me, you will see how much I love reading. Every month or something, I pick up a new book and I start reading it, And somehow when I joined college, all of these habits I left them behind. I didn't pay a lot of attention to them. I stopped reading altogether. I stopped doing everything that actually made me happy from the bottom of my heart. And one of them was also dancing. One of them was reading. So number one thing I started to do was reading. But this is just a gentle reminder for you guys that if you are in the same situation that I was in, and if you really want to get your life back together, start doing the things that you actually and absolutely love doing, because that's just a way of telling yourself, your mind and your body to just feel happy and be happy in that moment. And trust me, that really helped me a lot. Like, reading helped me a lot. And I used to read only Durjoy Datta books. Like, I was into Durjoy Datta, Chetan Bhagat and all of that. So I changed that genre and I moved to this one, which was basically just self-help. And the first self-help book that I have read, and I also look back at it whenever I feel like, is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And I absolutely love that book. If you really want my recommendations, just read The Universe Has Your Back, read The Big Magic, read You Can Heal Your Life, read 5 a.m. Club, Atomic Habits. All of these books that actually talk about productivity, morning routines, having faith in the universe, having faith in yourself, trying to move past those negativities. These books really help you in that. Okay, so you can go ahead and start reading these to just jumpstart your growth mindset journey. Number 2 was listen to podcasts, and that's the time when I actually got Spotify. And I got Spotify Premium almost, I think, after 2 to 3 months of using Spotify free. And I basically just started to download episodes and started to listen to episodes every time I Like, I left my house to go to my college, I listened to episodes. Coming back, I was listening to episodes. Sitting in my room, I was listening to episodes. Commuting was the number one way for me to listen to podcast episodes, because I was so inspired by that. And honestly speaking, podcast episodes have so much to teach you, which is not even like written in a book or anywhere. It's just a bank of information and knowledge that you can make use of any damn time. So really, if you really want to get on the journey that I am on, you really need to start doing that. Also, again, with reading and podcast, it was like audiobooks. I had Storytel that time, so I read 5 a.m. Club on an audiobook. I read Awaken the Giant Within on an audiobook. I also read 2-3 other books I don't remember right now. So yeah, reading, podcasts, best way of utilizing your time, as well as getting that knowledge that you require to help you to move from a negative mindset to a positive one. Podcasts and readings is obviously a must that you need to do if you really want to up your game when it comes to your personal transformation. Apart from that, there were another 2 things that I did, and these both are sort of together itself. The number one was meditation. I started to meditate a lot. I started to spend time doing nothing, staying still. I spend a lot of time doing my tarot. So at that point, I recently got into tarot and everything. 2020 I'm talking about, that was my goal for 2020, to learn tarot. And tarot was something that in the start I started to do that almost every day. I used to literally set up my whole table with candles, with incense, with everything that I require in my favorite tarot deck, which was at that time Mystic Mondays. I used to do all of those things, and I used to like every day sit on a tarot reading for myself, get more introspection from the tarot, get into more self-reflection through that activity. And again, with that particular thing, I used to go into this meditative zone, that flow that we call, I used to go into that. Plus, apart from tarot, I used to always sit for meditations at least 10 to 15 minutes every day. I used to do that. Trust me, you don't need to do meditations every day, not for this much amount of time, but just start somewhere. It really helps you to keep you in the present moment, and really makes you able to move past the issues that you're having at a point of time in your life, and just look at the bigger picture, look at the present moment, find yourself and disassociate yourself from whatever is happening in the world or in your life, and just see life as a whole, not just these small bits where everything is going wrong. If you find yourself unfocused a lot in your life during, like, maybe in college, maybe in studies, maybe at your office, or during your family times, meditate. It will help you to focus and refocus, I would say, because meditation really does help you a lot in that way. Last thing I would say that I did to transform my life from a hellhole to a life that I would love to wake up to was I started to make space for my goals in my life. This is very crucial because we all have goals, right? I mean, you have thousands of goals, right? You want to do this, you want to do that, but are you really prioritizing them? Are they goals that are actually on your to-do list, or are they just goals that are actually on your 5-year plan list? Apart from you just having goals, you really need to also have milestones for that particular goal, okay? And a lot of people really overlook this whole thing because they feel that having milestones is more work for them. So, for example, if you want to have like a jewelry business, okay, you are like, I want to have a side hustle. That's your goal. You want to have a side hustle, okay? And then you do your work on what kind of side hustle do you want, where do you want it to be, how are you going to deliver, is it going to be online or offline? All of these questions start, right? But just because you have written all of these things down doesn't mean you have a side hustle. right? So your first milestone in that side hustle goal would basically be this, that you want to start your Instagram account, or you wanna get your inventory, or you want to make a list of all the expenses that are going to come in your way when you are going to start your jewelry business or your side hustle. That is a milestone. Okay, that is a freaking milestone. And a lot of people think that, oh, I want to have a side hustle, and they automatically jump to that vision in their head where they have like millions of orders and they have like millions of clients and they are busy all the damn day and they are packed, but they don't exactly focus on these small milestones, and they don't ever pat themselves on the back being like, okay, you started your Instagram account, I'm freaking proud of you. You did that on your own, I'm freaking proud of you. It took me a lot of time to do that for myself. Because I was constantly just running behind something that would give me happiness. But I didn't get it. I got it here from myself, from my house, my room, my phone, my work, whatever I'm doing. I got happiness from there. And people just never pat themselves on the back. So if you have a side hustle, or if you're doing something, or even if you're doing nothing, I'm fucking proud of you. I really am, man. You go. You got this. You really did. You really do. And I believe in you. I swear I believe in you. That's the reason I'm making this video. Okay? I really do believe in you. But do you believe in yourself? Like, just ask yourself that once. Just, do you really believe in yourself? Do you believe in your goals? Do you believe that you can transform yourself? Because trust me, if I wouldn't have believed in myself, I wouldn't have been sitting here and doing this with you guys. I wouldn't be. Really. So, create goals. 5-year plans, 10-year plans, 50-year plans if you want. Create them. Create milestones. Okay? Create milestones in that goal. And try to do that on your own pace. Don't run. Don't crawl. Do it on your own pace. Okay? Whenever you feel you have time left on your hand to do something about it, do that. Work on that. It's all okay. It's all amazing. You got this. Okay? You really do. When it comes to looking at my life as a whole and thinking about how much time it took for me to get from that mindset, victim mindset or fixed mindset, to here in a growth mindset where I'm absolutely constantly looking out for opportunities. It's not even conscious anymore. It's literally like just fit in my head, At the minimum, it took me 6 months. But at the maximum, I would say that it took me around 1.5 years. Okay? Because honestly speaking, the first 6 months of this particular journey, I was just contemplating. I was just doubting myself over and over again. Would I be able to do it? Do I really believe what they're talking about on the podcasts? Or the book I'm reading, do you really think this works? I don't know, man. Somebody, 1 out of a billion people, wrote this freaking book. I don't know if it's gonna work for me. So why should I even do it? And trust me, a lot of people get those questions in their head whenever they are doing something that they are not certain of. Or should I frame it like this, that they do not know that the outcome is going to be there for them. They are scared of the unknown, basically. But if you're really scared, how come you have goals? If you're really scared of what will happen tomorrow or day after tomorrow, or in that social gathering, or at school or at college or at office, how come you have goals? It's really a great question to ask, Ask yourself these questions. I'm not perfect at the growth mindset. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But I sure as hell can say that I'm not that Vani which was here 4 years ago. I'm not that person anymore. Because honestly, when nobody was standing by my side, I was. And I don't know how many of you guys hate to listen to this, but nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to save you. You gotta do it yourself. So, when the question arises of how do you keep yourself moving? How do you keep yourself going? Still in that, skeptical mindset that you're in. How do you keep yourself going? I would have to say that belief in myself kept me going. Belief that I have a vision board in my room that I look at. If I am so scared of everything in my life, I might as well just rip out all the photos up there and leave a blank space for everything in my life. But guess what? I don't want to get into that zone anymore. I don't want to get into that zone now, right? Nobody does. Nobody wants to hit rock bottom. You tell me, do you really want to go to a place in your life where you have been so depressed that you didn't want to wake up? No, right? You don't like it, right? Not liking it and not moving forward from it because that's all you know are two different things. You don't like it, but you have to do something to get out of it, right? Either it being going to therapy, either it being choosing one of these things that I just told you guys. So if anything that I said during this video made any sense to you, promise yourself today that you're going to take a step towards bettering your life and moving forward from a depressing state of mind or a fixed mindset, and move towards a growth mindset by actually motivating yourself and being disciplined enough to take control of your life. Find opportunities in each and every situation of your life. Take failure as feedback. Don't be scared of the unknown or uncertain, because guess what? Things are so much better when you get to create the certain things for yourself. People are very scared of destiny, and little do they know that they themselves can create the destiny. So do that. And I'll see you in the next video. If this really, really helped you, comment down below and send me a message on Instagram if you want to. But I love you and you got this. And don't ever forget that. You're beautiful, man. Okay? I love you.